Morning you guys, it's Karen and I'm here to do my hair care empties. And I don't think I'll do makeup empties. I think I'll save them for a separate video and just talk to you about hair care. A couple of things to say before I talk through these hair care items. When I mentioned about my hair being thinning and whatnot, a couple of you have had some suggestions, and I always welcome suggestions, by the way, even if they're things I've tried. I welcome suggestions for everything. I get a lot of migraine suggestions. I get direct messages on Instagram. I get messages on Facebook. I get messages on YouTube. You know, I get suggestions all over the place. And most of the time I've tried them, but I always welcome any suggestions. And the same with hair care. So the suggestion, somebody talked about castor oil. Now, castor oil is something that I'm actually trying under my eyes and putting it under my eyes at night, which I find to be okay. But for hair, I just find it too sticky, too thick and sticky to put in my hair. I don't like it at all. I have tried it in the past, so I'm not using that. The things that I would use if I was being really consistent would be minoxidil, which is something you can buy from Boots and is, you know me, I'm always looking into the research behind it. And I've done a video on minoxidil and it's the one that has the most research behind it for regrowing hair. So I'd probably use minoxidil if I got to the point where I was really concerned about, you know, these patches at the side here. Or I'd try rosemary oil. I have got rosemary oil and I use it occasionally, and I've got a couple of products that are kind of like minoxidil, but I'm not very consistent with them because I only wash my hair every 3 days, and a lot of these products, they need to be used daily, if not twice a day, and you need to wash your hair every day, and I just can't do that at the moment with migraines, so it's not something I'm being consistent about. Something else that was mentioned that's a really good point is that about me having my hair up like this. So pulled back, that this probably is weakening the hair. Now, the thing about that is that I often have my hair like this in a little ponytail, but I use a really soft band as opposed to those little rubber bands that I used to use. So it doesn't really pull on my hair at all. This is really loose, if you can see. But the main place I'm having a problem with is these bits here. And although I sometimes have this up, I think on my last YouTube video, I maybe had the sides up like that. I only do that on YouTube. I don't know why. I never ever put the sides of my hair up. I only ever put this little bit up. And the only reason I do that, well, there's two reasons really. One is because obviously when I'm walking the dog, I'm bending down to pick up poop. I don't want hair in my face, you know, covering my eyes. But the other thing is, what is the other thing? Oh my God, I don't know whether this is menopause brain or migraine brain. Or just when I'm on YouTube, is that I'm constantly moving my hair out my way as it is. I do touch my hair a lot. I've noticed that. I noticed that in videos of myself. In fact, I noticed it many, many years ago when my stepmom I went to her 60th birthday party and I saw a video of me there and I was constantly flicking my hair and it drove me mad watching the video. I was like, that's really, really annoying. So I keep it out the way when I'm doing YouTube so that I'm not sitting, you know, constantly moving out of the way. And the other reason is I don't actually like my hair down. You know, I prefer it with this little bit off of my face. And I have had a little fringe cut in to see if that helped, but I just don't like it at the moment when it's styled down. So yeah, this I'm okay with because like I said, it's loose and I only do the sides when I'm doing YouTube. So occasionally, if you think, so I haven't put the sides up other than that last video since last August. Okay, let's get on to what's in here. Let me start with this. This is the Moroccan Oil Hydrating Conditioner. I love the pump bottle of this. I love the smell of this. That's the main reason I buy it. It is really good. If it was rubbish and it smelled nice, I wouldn't buy it. But it's really, really good. It's as good as the cheaper conditioners that I love. But the scent is just so luxurious to use. It smells after you've dried your hair. I can still smell it a bit on me. You know, I can smell it on the towel where I put it on the radiator. It's a really strong scent and I like that. It's not one I use very often, but it is one I used in that kind of, remember I did that repair video when I was trying to repair my menopausal hair. This is a couple of years ago probably, and this is one of the things I use. So it is a really good conditioner, but it is expensive, so I don't use it too often. This is one that, it's funny, I've got a sticker on it, look, that says total rubbish. The company is Glaze. This was all over TikTok. I completely fell for the advertising. So it was like somebody that had really, really damaged hair and then used this and their hair looked amazing. And there was a few people like that. And they were actually saying that they'd tried everything, nothing had worked. They'd used this and their hair was amazing. It did nothing for me. So if you're tempted to buy it, just be aware of that. It might not work. It did nothing. It was like I hadn't even used a conditioner. Really, really bizarre. This is my Tresemme Replenish and Cleanse Deep Cleansing Shampoo. So you guys know I love this. I have loved this for many years and I still love this. I do use this, let me talk about this as well. This is the Alpecin caffeine shampoo. I did find that this helped reduce the amount of hair loss I had when washing my hair, or in general. And I've been using this for a year and a half, something like that. So I use this now more than this, but I will use my deep cleansing shampoo if I feel like there's a lot of product in my hair that I need to get rid of. If I use my oil treatment, an overnight oil treatment, I'll use this in the morning. So I do still use this, but I try to use this instead. And this one is a translucent shampoo. You know how I like that. Those are the ones that to me give you a bit more of a sort of lightweight feeling. And if I use this one, I leave it on my hair for a minute or so. So I do love both of those. This is another Tresemme shampoo. This one is called Beautiful Strength. Proplex Fortifiant, up to 99% less hair on your brush. That's what got me, and I was like, all right, okay, I need something like that. And I like Tresemme, so I gave it a go, but there's still about half a bottle left. This made my hair feel dirty. It just was like, you know, even immediately after washing it, later that day, I'd feel like my hair needed washing again, and that's an absolute deal breaker for me. So that's a fail, I'm afraid. Same kind of thing with this. Actually, I've got my little label on it in case I forgot it, made my hair feel dirty. I've used this about 6 or 7 times. I was determined to really give it a good go because Paul Mitchell is not cheap, you know, and it says it's an extra body sculpting foam, and it had a lot of good reviews behind it. The first time I don't think I used enough, so I tried using a lot the other times. But like I said, it just ended up making my hair feel dirty. And I think I will have made sure that I used it with, like, you know, not when I used that in case it was that. I will have used it with my deep cleansing shampoo or the caffeine shampoo, and not with any other products, so that I knew, is it really this that's making my hair feel dirty? And it was. So that's a fail as well, unfortunately. This is the Bond Restore Hydro Mask Plex 9 by Revolution. So this is their kind of dupe of Olaplex, and I have used every part of that. Smells amazing. This smells really, really luxurious. I love the scent of this, and this is definitely one I would buy again. This one is, you can use as much as you want, and it's nice and lightweight, makes my hair really detangled and really soft. Yeah, really like this. I wish I'd bought another one actually the last time I was in Superdrug. I need to have a visit to Superdrug because there's another thing in here that I want to find. But I've bought about 3 of these, and I would definitely buy it again. The other thing I was talking about is this. This is the Hair Boss, and this is a micellar water. No, it's not. It's not a micellar water. It's a lamellar water. The only other one I've tried is the Garnier. Is it Garnier? Yeah, Garnier. But do you remember I said it smelled really, really alcohol-y? It was supposed to be banana. Thankfully, it didn't smell of banana because I can't stand the smell of banana. But it smelled really like alcohol. But it was pretty good. But I think it also said you needed to use a conditioner after it, which I was like, that's a bit weird. It's like an extra step, whereas I don't need to with this one. I just used it on its own, and it was really, really good. I enjoyed it. So definitely next time I'm in Superdrug, have a look and see if I can find these. I have looked for this, and I didn't see it, so I don't know whether the Hair Boss haven't, you know, continued doing this, or whether you need to buy it online or what. But it's another one that it kind of felt a lot like this one actually, but this is just a thin water, so it doesn't last very long. These bottles don't last very long when it's a lamellar water, you know, probably 2 or 3 times maximum for me, because you use a lot, you know. But I did really enjoy it, and like I said, they're probably much for muchness. Makes my hair really soft and silky. Next is the Function of Beauty. This is the shampoo and conditioner. I finished both of them up. I really liked the conditioner. It worked as well as any of the conditioners I showed you like that. Well, maybe not quite as well as the Plex 9 mask, but as good as the Moroccan oil conditioner, etc. Smelt nice enough, but for the price, it just didn't do enough for me. There's no way I could justify spending that money when I can buy a Tresemme Moisture Rich conditioner, and it works perfectly well too. You know, it worked okay. And the shampoo, again, it just didn't really do much for me, because I want to use like the caffeine shampoo or the deep cleansing shampoo, and I think I put 2 additives in each one of these, but it's not a repurchase for me. They were nice enough. I used up 2 of my little mini Moroccan oils. Love these. These I got when I buy this conditioner. It's normally cheaper to buy a set with a shampoo, conditioner and you normally get one of these in it. And I've been buying this for years, or using it for years. I've only ever had the little bottles, but I've now bought one that's double the size. And this is something that I will use on my damp hair after washing it. If I want my hair straight, because it's something that makes my hair very, very soft and very sleek. But what it does do is it means if I use a volumizing product, so like my Aveda volume spray, it won't work as well if I use this. So it's something that I only used if I wanted really soft hair, if I knew I wasn't going to want it to be styling it or curling it or anything like that, because it didn't weigh it down. It felt lightweight, but it was so soft, that it went really, really sleek. So I do love my Moroccan oil and will continue to purchase that. But I've still got another one of these little bottles and a bigger one. This is watermelon milk by, what is this brand here? Hair syrup. I think I saw this on Beauty Bay or something like that. I bought this last year. And I often do an oil treatment on my hair. I'll use an almond oil and just saturate it and then wash it off in the morning. And so I thought this was interesting, watermelon milk, but this felt more like castor oil to me. It was really thick and sticky and hard to get through my hair. And then when I washed it out, I didn't really feel like I'd used anything. So it wasn't very good. The last item is, I was looking because there is another one here that I was going to talk about, but it started working again. This is the Paul Mitchell Freeze and Shine Super Spray. I love this, but it just kept on getting clogged and I had to keep running it under hot water and doing everything I could to unclog it. But now it seems to be working fine again. So I'm going to start using it again because I do really enjoy it. So my last item is this, and this is the Garnier Ultimate Blends Hair Remedy. And the thing that caught my eye is up to 72 hours smoothing mask. And I was like, yes, please. Because I've told you guys I'm battling with these. I don't know if any of them are showing today. Yeah, you can see them all here. See all these baby hairs. I'm battling with them, sticking out all over the place a lot of the time, I found one thing that works pretty well, which is it's Moroccan oil, actually. It's Moroccan oil smoothing cream, I think it's called. I'll link it for you. And I used a bit of that this morning before I put my hair up. I just sort of run it through my hair. And it sort of has smoothed down most of the bits here, I think, and here. But obviously I'm always on the lookout for something that's going to make it look like that most of the time without having to constantly use any product on it. And so that's why this appealed. And so I tried it and this actually did work. I don't know whether it was up to 72 hours, possibly because I only wash my hair every 3 days. There's conflicting advice out there as to whether you should wash your hair a lot and that keeping it clean prevents hair loss. And then another school of thought is that you should leave it for as long as possible and wash it as least as possible, and that helps. But I think I find when my hair is clean, less hair comes out, to be honest. So I should probably wash it more. But anyway, every 3 days, and I do remember this smoothing my hair down, but this weighed my hair down. And you'll hear me talk over the years, heard me talk over the years that I'm looking for things that don't weigh my hair down. There's been a lot of conditioners I've bought where I've used too much and my hair has felt greasy and weighed down afterwards. And I don't want that. I don't want to have to use only a little bit of something. I do want to load my hair with conditioner because it gets so tangly. This one, I used a lot of it. I've used every bit of the mask up. It smells amazing, by the way. Really, really amazing. It's got a little bit of a sort of opium smell to it. Oh, so nice. But yeah, I used a lot of it on my hair. It did last me, I would say this probably lasted 4 times. So I probably used it 4 times and I would repurchase this. But it didn't make my hair feel dirty, but it didn't have that sort of lightweight bounce that it normally has when I use like my Moroccan oil conditioner, that Plex 9 conditioner, the lamellar water from the Hair Boss, any of my usual ones that I would use. My hair would feel light and bouncy, but using this, it didn't. It felt like it was weighing it down. So normally I wouldn't like that, but it doesn't make it greasy, so that's fine. And it doesn't make my hair feel dirty any quicker. It just didn't have that 100% freshly washed feel. It was almost like it was the day after I'd washed it, if that makes any sense. And so I wanted to tell you that because I think if you've got fine hair, it probably won't be for you. But if, like me, you've got, thickish hair and you've got all these baby hairs and frizzes and all that sort of thing sticking up, it might be worth a go for you because I feel like it did smooth my hair down a lot. I am still using the Colour Wow frizzies, but it doesn't seem to work on these baby hairs, as good as I would like it to. That's everything for my hair care empties. I've got some makeup empties left to do, which I'll do in a separate video, and then hopefully we'll just go back to doing empties. And I've got, you know, favourites videos and whatnot that I want to do for you guys. Today is Tuesday after the Easter weekend, so I don't know when I will get this edited, but I had a lovely Easter weekend. I hope you guys did as well. A really lovely Easter weekend, and I am so surprised that I'm saying that, because I can't remember the last time that I had 4 days in a row, not completely pain-free, but it didn't spoil me living my life. And what's even more amazing about that is that on Friday was a no tramadol day. So I had a mild day on Friday. I went to a puppy yoga class, which was just amazing. I'll try and put some footage in for you, try and remember and put footage in for you. Saturday, Kev was golfing, and so I had Watson, and we went for a walk, and then we did some training, and that was really nice. And then Sunday, Monday, we went on some adventures. Kev and I went on some adventures with Watson, which was also really nice. But, you know, the thing is, my pain relief doesn't always work. It doesn't always last all day. You know, I don't always have pain relief all day. But for these 4 days, including the non-pain relief day, I felt great. And it's been so nice. I've got stuff done. I've done a little bit of sorting out. You know, I feel like I've done a little bit of everything, and had a great weekend. So I hope you guys did as well. I have got some possible solutions. I've got about 3 or 4 things that I'm thinking of for migraine going forward. And I'm just about to record a video now on venlafaxine and how that went, and that I'm not going to be taking it going forward. That was the next on the list. I've got a list of drugs from the neurologist that I can try, but yeah, anyway, I'll talk about that in that other video. So yeah, I hope you had a lovely Easter, and I will speak to you soon. Oh, no, we can't bite those. No. They've got little bits on them. You might choke on them. You might choke on them. You can get it down here. Don't like it too deep.